Connecticut's punk scene has always been more than just noise. It's always about showing up for each other, in addition to the music. But on November 8th, the Hemlock Mouth Collective is bringing that spirit to life with the Neighbors in Need and Punks Indeed at Scottish Dave's Pub in Clinton. And it's a night of loud music and louder compassion. But the show doubles as a food drive for the Shoreline Soup and Kitchens and Pantries, supporting local families through the colder months. So one of the night's standouts is Cry Havoc, and it's fronted by Jonny Miller, a voice that's as honest as it is powerful. And I just wanted to welcome Jonny. So welcome. It's good to have you here.
Hey, thanks for having me, and thank you for the kind words, the great introduction. I don't deserve it, but I thank you all the same.
Oh, it's the truth, though. You are definitely a pillar of the community.
You're too kind. Enough, enough. I can't take compliments well. It makes me all I don't know, I get all awkward about it. But
Okay,
thank you,
okay, you know I'm the
and thank you
same.
for having us on the show too. We're really looking forward to it. We're excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. For starters, for the people who don't know who you are, if they are from around here, they probably do. But tell us about Cry Havoc and who your members are and where you hail from, and like what do you play? What describe the music that you do?
So, Cry Havoc, we formed in 2006. We formed in New Britain, so we kind of label ourselves as a New Britain band. I'm the only person that still lives in New Britain. The rest of us are kind of scattered around the central Connecticut area, Bristol, Plainville, Meriden, and Manchester. I'm on vocals. We are our lead guitar player Jesse, rhythm guitar player Marcel, and our bass player John Lee, and our drummer Snedrock. Next year will be the 20-year mark for us, which is insane when I think about it. Um, we play hardcore punk, and we try to play as much shows as we can and have fun. I mean, that's we started the band to play punk music and to play shows and record stuff and have fun, and that's always kind of just been the mission statement, was just get out there and do our thing and have a good time doing it. And yeah, the next year will be 20 years. I don't know, it's insane. It's insane when I think about it.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It
That's a very
is.
long time. It's a couple
It is a
decades.
long time.
So
It's a
so
really
how did you even form in the first place?
well, Jesse and I were in another band before this one. Uh, I had moved to Connecticut from Massachusetts a few, maybe like 3 years before that. And Jesse had just moved to Waterbury from the Bronx, from New York City. And I was working at the Waterbury Mall at the time, and he and I met because I was trying to get a band started. And Jesse and I were in a band called the Walking Disasters for a couple of years. We played a few shows, we recorded a demo, and that band ended up breaking up. And and when that band broke up, Jesse and I were like, well, because he and I found we really clicked really well writing music together. Like it was easy, it was fast. Like we really clicked writing. So we wanted to keep doing stuff because we were like just really getting into it. So we said, all right, well, that band's done, whatever, so be it. Let's just start a new band. And it was originally going to be me on bass and vocals, Jesse on guitar, but we didn't have a drummer. So Snyder we knew we were friends with, and this is my favorite thing I love to tell is that like if anyone that's seen us or has ever seen us, like Snyder is self-taught. Like he wasn't a musician. Like he never did any drum lessons or anything. I literally took a drum set that I had in my attic or a crawl space rather. Like I took it out and just gave it to him. I was like, if you want to play drums, you can have these. Learn how to play on this drum set. You just have it. But the rule is when you're good enough to start playing, you have to be in my band. You can't take these drums and learn how to be a drummer and then be in someone else's band. You have to be in my band. And he did.
Right.
He learned how to play, and that was it. We started writing songs. We started practicing and writing songs together as a three piece. And then our friend Scott joined on bass, and I just moved to vocals. And that was like pretty much like we never played any shows as a three piece. We only really started to play shows and became Cry Havoc like as it was known when Scott joined in. It was the four of us. And yeah, and we started writing stuff, and Joaquin was nice enough to put us on shows, and is still kind enough to put us on shows after all these years because
Right.
he's literally just one of the best. I mean, if you want to talk about a pillar of the CT fucking music scene. It's Joaquin,
That's the truth.
one of the many. Yeah, it's fact. And yeah, and not 20 years later, here we are, and a couple lineup changes, and a lot of shows and a lot of fun in between then and now.
Yeah, no, it's 20 years is a long time. Um, so, like, what fuels your writing? Like, do you have any artists or like experiences? Or, like, what keeps you inspired?
Do you mean like musically, like as the group, or like myself with the lyrics,
Um,
or both, or
I mean, yeah, both, but I also did like want to know personally, like, what are y'all writing about?
well, I mean, I'd say as a collective, as a whole, one of the biggest things that keeps us creative and keeps us doing stuff and writing and stuff is just because we just have fun doing it. I mean, it's like playing fucking punk shows is the coolest thing ever because it's the coolest music ever, you know? And once you start doing it, you never want to stop doing it. It's so much fun. We get to see all these other we get to see our friends that we've known and other bands and see all and cool music and stuff and see new bands and see old bands and see new old friends and make new friends and meet new people and stuff. I mean, and it's a chance to get away from fucking your job and problems and it's the ultimate stress relief. It's the greatest therapy session and therapy in the world, right? So I mean, that's probably the biggest reason. But I mean, like ultimately, if I'm gonna be honest, I think one of the biggest reasons that keep one of the many reasons that keeps us going is honestly, it's you know, we're all older now and we don't have that time to just be hanging out with each other like we used to when we were in our 20s, where we would just hang out every single night all the time, you know? I mean, for the most part, the only time I really get to see these guys, to hang out with these guys, is when we're doing Cry Havoc stuff, whether it's shows or recording or band practice and stuff, you know. So it's a really good creative, healthy way, I think, for me to still be able to hang out with my friends because we're all busy. I mean, jobs and families and kids and all these adult responsibilities we have to do. You know what I mean? Um, we're just we it's busy. Life is busy. I mean, I don't need to tell you. I'm sure
Nope,
you know.
I
You know.
do.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's a great way to still be able to hang out with my friends and do something really, you know, creative and expressive in the process. Um, for me, like as far as like for me, because I do all the lyrics for Cry Havoc. For me, the lyrically for me, it's just uh, it's like I said, it's my vehicle that I use to express all my emotions, like my stuff that's stressing me out, the stuff I can't stand, the issues I see in the world that I look around and see and that I get angry and frustrated about. It's a way for me to write about that and to kind of purge that out of my system, you know. Um, People usually say when we play shows, when they see us at shows, they play shows with us, like, you guys are all like so nice and talkative and fun, and we're hanging out and stuff, and then you guys go up on stage, and it's like it's like
Intense, right?
insanity, and I'm like, well, yeah,
I feel like
the
it's always 30 minutes of anger, and then people
yeah.
talk to you, and they're like, I think you would be a mean person, yelling at me, or
Yeah,
just rough, unapproachable.
saying
Absolutely
fuck
the
every other word. Every
absolute.
other word is fuck.
It's because you got it out on stage. That's what
And
it
that's
is.
yeah, and and that's exactly what it is. Isn't there like a isn't there something they say in therapy where they're like, oh, go scream in a pillow for 10 seconds and you'll feel better. Or, you know, I
True.
mean, this is that. I call it the punk rock therapy. I I bottle up all my anger, which I know isn't healthy. I know. But then I go out for 25 minutes and I scream and I act like a complete raving lunatic and then I feel better. And, you know, the cycle repeats. But for the lyrically though, I mean, it's about the stuff I see that's making me angry or frustrated or upset, like a specific topic or something like that. Also, it's just kind of a way to me to deal with kind of my own struggles, stuff like depression or anxiety or addiction or, you know, my inner feelings and stuff. And that's just kind of the way that I I work through them is with the music. Um, I should probably find a better way to do that professionally would probably be a good thing. But I don't know, I'm stubborn and I don't do that. So that's my cop out. I was like, well, I get to scream in a band, so I'm fine. I don't need to see, I don't need to do therapy. I'm in a band. It's fine.
Well, I don't know. If you're the type that's self reflects, maybe you're already doing it and you don't even realize it. And having your own therapy.
Uh, I'm sure, but I know professionally it's probably not the best thing to do, or the
Yeah.
best way to handle
Yes.
it, rather. So,
That's
we'll
true.
cross that bridge when we get there. And
Well, you've been open about your sobriety and your recovery. What was it like, and still like, performing in clubs and bars where drinking is just usually always around you?
um, in a way, to like to me, it's no different than every other day doing anything anywhere else. Like, I mean, to me, alcohol is everywhere. I mean, it's on commercials on TV. It's on the commercials before you watch a fucking YouTube video. It's a promoted post on every social media thing. It's in every newspaper. It's in every magazine. There's a liquor store on literally every single corner. There's the convenience stores have little fishbowl things in the countertops with nips in them. I mean, I feel like I'm surrounded by alcohol in our culture, just 24 hours a day, you know. So the show at the bar it isn't that different to me in the larger scheme of things. I will say when I got sober, when I quit drinking, the first few shows back were, I mean, difficult for lack of a better word, not as in being around it, but just knowing that temptation, that ability for me to just say fuck it, it's right there, but one of the things I learned in sobriety is that it's not everyone else's responsibility to be in charge of my sobriety. I can't make everybody else around me change what they're doing just because I can't control myself around alcohol. So a bar is going to be a bar and that's what it does. And if I'm going to be in the bar, then that's my problem. That's not the bar's problem, you know? Um but to me, I've been sober for 16 years and I think about alcohol every day. I want to drink every single day. Some days a lot worse than others. Um, but to me, it's just I see alcohol everywhere. So just being in a bar or somewhere that's being served or it's around, to me, that's the same as as running errands or going to the store or going to the gas station or something like that. The only thing I don't do is I don't go inside liquor stores. That's my one thing I do not know. If like if we were together and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the liquor, I'll wait in the car. You run in. I don't I don't set foot in there. That's my one line in the sand thing is I'm just like no no no. If you need to go grab something.
Yeah,
I'll wait for you
you
here.
don't need to, anyways.
Yeah, there's
There's
no
nothing in
reason
there
for
you want.
there's literally no reason for me to be in there, so I just don't go. But also, I mean, just after those first couple of shows that we played, it really just made me realize like, well, I don't have to worry about the fact that we're playing in a bar, and that they're serving alcohol and everyone's drinking or whatever, because I'm not here for that. I'm here for the bands. I want to watch this band play. I want to see this band play. I'm
That's
excited to see.
true.
Oh, these are friends of mine. I'm really, you know what I mean? And it was just like I don't think about that because I'm focused on I want to see these bands. That's why I'm here is for these bands and the people and the music and stuff. I'm not here for all the other stuff. That doesn't concern me. But it was a little bit of an adjustment period those first few ones.
Yeah,
But at the time, oh,
it's like
God,
it's like you kind of associate the drinking with the show. So
yeah,
that's what, so it just felt like kind of an automatic thing because I
yeah,
stopped drinking and I felt awkward because I felt like I should have a drink because you walk in and you do that. I've got a little bit of a problem with Diet Coke, so that's what I do now. But that's
how
kind of what
long?
I associated that with.
Right now,
But
How long ago did you stop drinking? How long has it been for you?
it's been 3 years, but it
Okay,
was more of like it was making me really sick. So like I was just like I'm done. I'm not even having fun anymore because
mm-hmm,
I just feel terrible. And we're getting older too, so even the
yeah,
hangover itself was like, why does it a couple days later I still feel like total butt?
yep. Now, correct. Now, we have so have we not played together since you stopped drinking?
Um,
Because I don't think we
no,
have. Because
I think we might have at Dave's.
because I know the last time we played together was at Days, but I can't remember. Was it everything for me was like 1 year ago or like 20 years ago? Like I can't, you know, I'm
No,
terrible with judging time like that. I can remember the specifics and the details, but I'll be like, oh, that was 2 years ago, and they're like, Johnny, that was 12 years ago, dude. What are you talking about?
or
So,
like
but
muddling different shows together, especially bands that I have played with several times, and then I'm like trying to figure
they
out
they all
where.
blend together. Yeah, yeah. Was it it was definitely at Days. I'm sure it was at Days. It wasn't his birthday show, was it? With the pist and chemtrails?
No, no.
No, because that was awesome. All right, we'll get to
Yeah,
the bottom of this later. We're
right,
wasting time,
right.
but 3 years you said though for you?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Congrats on your 3 years. That's great.
Well,
That's
thank
great work.
you.
I'm happy to hear it.
It's yeah, it's nice, and then I'm also seeing that other people like they're also stopping too, and
The
then
sober anniversary posts I see on social media are like my favorite things that I see on social
yeah,
media.
and like I also want to give a shout out to some of like the younger generation too because they're getting less and less interested in
Yeah,
alcohol. Like my son, he's like straight edge. He likes
right.
punk shows, and then
Yeah.
I meet other younger people because of where I work, and it's like less and less. It's not being a thing. So I want to like encourage other people to like be like, yeah, there's other people there that are not
Yeah.
drinking.
You
So
don't
like
have to
if you
worry about
feel
being the
like
one. Yeah,
you
you don't have
need,
to worry about being the one weirdo that's not drinking. There's a lot
yeah,
more of us than you
oh
probably
yeah,
realize. Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
and like you can find us if you're feeling a little uncomfortable or like you're like I want to drink or and want to just sit with somebody who isn't like there are definitely people out there
Of
going to
course.
shows or people who just never drank at all too.
Yeah. Or
So
people that can just literally have one and it's not a problem,
yeah,
you know? Which me being an alcoholic, I can't comprehend that because I can't just have one, and that's the problem, you know?
yeah.
But but I love it. I love seeing the sober anniversary post by people. It's one of my favorite things to see on Facebook and social media. I mean, because it's also just Facebook and social media is just so negative, just about everything now. But it's one of my favorite things to see. And I totally agree with you that the younger generation, I feel it's I see I see less and less of them talking about drinking, or it's just like I have a drink and I don't really care. And I wonder if it's, and I mean, this is just me totally guessing. This is not founded in fact or anything like that. But I just do wonder if the people of our generation, of our age, that have become more open and more talking about addiction and stuff like that, that people our kids' age, it's now they now see and understand maybe the dangers of alcoholism, and that just kind of turns them
It's like
off
why
to it,
would I
right?
do that to
Right.
myself in the first
Right.
place?
Yeah. Like I'm not
And
like people our age have kids that are now in their 20s or teens and 20s and stuff that are just like, I saw what my mom and dad went through. I'm not doing that shit. I saw that shit firsthand. I'm good.
they're
Like,
probably
nah,
also
nah.
more apt to say that they are having issues with it
Oh, for sure.
because
Yeah.
like some of our older generations just like don't want to
No,
say
no.
that they have a problem or reach out to people because it seems like it's some kind of weakness in a way
Yeah.
like very 20th century. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm very curious about it with younger generations because I'm like why
Right.
did you like why do you have that attitude towards it like what is what's happening with you generationally that's different from mine and the society that we that's around
Grew
us
up
all the
in.
time.
Yeah.
I do find it very very interesting. I
I think
feel
part,
I'm interrogating young people way too much though, that they're like why are you asking me all these crazy
but it's
questions.
positive though. You're interrogating them for a positive reason because you want to learn, you know?
Yeah, no, I think it's fascinating.
I mean,
I
it
remember
is.
being young and no one taking me seriously.
Yeah,
And
of
now I feel like
course.
I'm old and no one takes me seriously. And I'm like, well, that's not good.
But
So
but the
why would I want to treat them that way?
For sure, but the difference is though is that you might not understand them, but you're making the effort to try and understand them.
Yeah.
When people for us didn't want to understand what the hell we were talking about, like, oh, you're listening to that crazy music. Like, yeah, but the crazy music is singing about equal rights and putting down racism and changing the world to make it a better place. And they're like, they're screaming. I don't want to hear about it, you know. At least we might be out of touch, but at least we're willing to learn and ask, you know,
Yeah.
and
And
that's the difference, I think.
I just wanted to, like them to level with us. It's like, look,
Right. Of
all music creates some kind of emotional response.
course.
It just depends on what it is.
Yeah.
And this music gets my adrenaline boiling, and I just want to smash through the roof. Not actually hurt anyone, but it's just so like just coursing through your veins. So
The
it's like,
raw
okay,
power. Yeah.
I might want to listen to something else that, brings a tear to my eye and gives me goosebumps. But
Hmm.
like right now, I want to have something that makes me want to do something
Yeah.
about the issues that you're like listening to, or finally having that feeling when you're young too, like that somebody fucking gets you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and then you're listening to this lyrics and you're like, well, that's exactly what I'm seeing or I'm feeling, and there's
Yeah. That's what
it's
I'm saying.
relatable.
Literally. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I've been getting at. No one's listening to me. Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, of
So,
course.
so I don't like to, I hate it when they have brushed us off.
No,
And I
of
still
course.
feel like I'm young, like defending me being young when I was young, even though I'm older and I had every
Yeah,
right
but
to be
punk rock
defended.
make keeps us young. We're a bunch of teenagers trapped in adults' bodies. Like, let's be honest. Like, we are old people in a youth movement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're nothing
It's
but
true.
big kids. Like, we are. And
I
and
know.
that's great. We should be big kids. We should be young till we die. Like,
I
like
realized that like I had a lull for a long time where I didn't watch a lot of cartoons. Then I made an excuse when I had a kid to watch cartoons. Now he's an adult, but now I think I watch more cartoons than I did than even when he was a kid. And I do play an awful lot of video games.
so have you, all right, this is the tangent nobody thought we were going to go on today.
No.
Have you ever watched that cartoon show Regular Show?
No.
No? Okay. So, excuse me. So it was a legit Cartoon Network show, right? And it's the one where there's like these two characters, one's a raccoon and one's a blue jay. And do you know the one I'm talking about now? You've probably seen
I
pictures
do
of
know
it,
what
so
it is. I don't think I've seen it, but I've seen like
clips
piece
and
clips of
pictures
it.
and stuff. Okay. So, um, I don't know. Maybe I might have just started watching it by myself. I can't even pawn that off my daughter. I think I might have just started checking it out on my own. But I'm watching it, and as I'm watching it, every episode is just filled with like uh not homages, but like references to like older movies and like 80s and 90s like subculture. And I'm just like there's an episode where the two of them they work at a park and there's a bunch of ducks that keep showing up at the park and like messing things up. So they try to get rid of the ducks and then it becomes this big gang warfare thing with them versus the ducks. So like the two of them and two of their other friends make this giant like mech to fight the duck god or some shit, but the mech is like literally Voltron. Like it has a Nintendo Power Glove on, and like the Nike pumps, and like the control thing where they sit in is a fanny pack, and it has like cut off jean shorts and like a trucker hat. I'm like, and it hit me because and there was another episode where it was a parody of the Warriors. Um, and there was a parody of Bloodsport. Van Damme's Bloodsport, but there was a Bloodsport parody. It's all these things that like I always thought was the funniest thing I'd ever heard of, and then it finally hit me. I was like, you know what this is? This is people my age that got into animation and had to like work their way up till they got their own show. And now this is their show they're in charge of. And that's why it's filled with humor that I think is absolutely hysterical. Because these are people that are my age that are now in
Making
control of
it.
the show. Yeah. And they're going to put a Nintendo Power magazine in this abandoned mall and that's going to be the parody for Raiders of the Lost Ark because they have to go to this mall to find this ancient text, which is an issue of Nintendo Power. I'm like, this is amazing. This is the best. This is incredible. Like,
Okay, yeah, I think I want to check this out.
you have to. I mean, it's stupid, but it's hilarious. Like, it's great.
I feel like some of these cartoons too, like they do it on purpose because if they end up watching it with their kid, they're at
Hmm.
least entertained, even if the kid doesn't really get the reference at all.
Yeah, you don't have to suffer when your kid wants to watch cartoons. You're not in agony.
And then I realized that was like kind of the whole premise to Looney Tunes because it was
Right.
first marketed for the adults, but they found out the kids really loved it too. But it's
Yeah.
really, yeah,
Wasn't
there's like
for them.
way
It
too
wasn't
many
for them.
references that they would never get.
No, no, not at all. But yeah, check out Regular Show. I
Yes,
think you might like it. I
yeah,
think you might like it.
oh,
It's good stuff.
probably. Wow, we're in quite a few places today. Uh,
Yeah, I ramble.
so,
I'm sorry. So
well, I just like before we wrap all of this stuff up, I wanted to ask you, like, what do you got coming up next for like shows? Do you have any music coming out?
so right now, for the remainder of the year, we have the show on the 8th, that you guys are putting on, and thank you
Of
again for
course.
having us. Very much appreciate that. We have that one, and then we're playing on Friday, December 12th at Cherry Street for Jeremy's for Punksmiths. Jeremy Zombie's doing I think it's 3 days this year. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're playing on Friday. I think it's like the hardcore Punksmiths pre-show, I think is what he's calling it. And it's gonna be awesome. I think it's us, Land Piranha, Dirt Pile, and I should have had this prepared in advance. Now I feel really bad. There's a fourth
You
band
know,
playing too, and I totally forgot. So whoever they are, I'm sorry.
I blindsided you.
No, yeah, no, no disrespect, but we're doing that, and that's honestly the all that we have booked for right now for the remainder of the year. We haven't really looked into any stuff as far as shows for next year. Um, we've been writing uh new stuff for a new record. We've been slowly kind of chipping away at that, plugging away at that. And I mean, again, I mean, I'm sure you know how hard it is to get 5 people to be able to find the time to get together to do stuff. So, you know, so we've been slowly chipping away at that. We're trying to write enough stuff for another full-length record. Right now we've got about 9 songs done that are written that we're really happy with. We've just been like kind of trying to take our time. I mean, it always takes us forever to do a new record, but we've been trying to kind of take our time with this one and really work on the songs and just not make sure that they're not just good enough. We really want to make them like the best they can be, which has been a lot of fun. Songwriting this time around has been a really blast since we have John Lee in the band playing bass with us. This is the first um, new material we've written with him in the band with his input and stuff, which has been a lot of fun. It's been great. Writing this time it's been a blast. So we're almost done with that. We're trying to get a few more written, get into the studio, hopefully. So we're hoping sometime next year we'll have it finished and recorded and stuff. And I don't know. Then we'll figure out how to put the thing out. I don't even want to think about all that yet. We have no idea what we're gonna do there yet. But I mean, honestly, that's it. We have the show on Saturday, then the show on the 12th, and we're just gonna keep writing and hopefully be recording soon. And the same drill as every year with us. Just hopefully we get to books play as many shows as we can, as we're able to. Keep keep playing shows, keep seeing new bands, keep meeting new people, and having fun. I mean, that's if it's not fun, why are you doing it? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like it's the coolest thing ever. Like if you're not having fun doing it, then I don't know what to tell you.
So I
Like,
don't even know how you got here in the first
yeah, yeah,
place.
yeah. What are we doing? Yeah, yeah. I mean, come on. Like,
As far as Connecticut bands go, is there any band that like really flippin' excites you?
oh, uh, yeah. I mean, I've been listening to the Agonizers a lot lately. Fucking love those guys. They're so good. Um,
Yeah, I dig their harmonies.
Oh, it's because they're playing something that no one else is really doing exactly. They carved out their own little spot and they're just awesome at it. Yeah, agonizers. Well, agonizers. You guys, Sonoris Rising, doing your own thing. I can't describe you
Thank
guys to
you.
other people. Like when people come and they're like, you gotta make sure you check out our friends in Sonoris Rising. They're awesome. And like, what do they sound like? And I'm like, uh, it's like punk, but ska, but not. But there's a keyboard and there's an electric ukulele. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen. You got to check it
I
out. And they're like,
can't
what do you
even
sound like?
describe it.
Yeah, no, I can't. And that's good, you know. So I'm like, you just don't miss them. I'm not even gonna try to explain. Um, oh, I don't know. I mean, like. What's we've been? I'm trying to think of what we've been playing with lately. I mean, that band Pile that we're playing with they're awesome. Like real heavy, aggressive, hardcore. Zombie is great. Love the Zombie guy, Jeremy and the Zombie guys. They're awesome. Simulators, just phenomenal, ska band. The guitar player singer Julian is going through some health stuff right now. He has a GoFundMe up if you want to help out. With that, please do. He's an awesome person. Um, oh, I don't know.
I can put up a link
Yeah,
thing for it
yeah,
in
Wink,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
description.
yeah, 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 yeah. Um, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to name anymore because I'm gonna forget and I'm gonna feel really
Oh, it's
bad. Like it's gonna keep me up at
that's
night.
fine.
Like I'm serious. Like 2 hours from now, I'm gonna be like sitting here
Oh,
watching
I
like
should have
some
said
weird.
this. I should have said
Yeah,
this.
I'm gonna be sitting. Like 4 in the morning watching some weird horror movie, and I'm gonna go, oh, it's bad. But I will say that if there was one of the bands like local to us, like a Connecticut band that we would play with, that would get me more fucking hyped up than anybody was M13. There was something
Yeah.
they had, I don't know, they had like the touch where it was like I was always excited to see whoever we're playing with our friends, bands we played with a bunch of times. They were always excited. It was always fun, always had a blast. But like every time I saw M13, it was just like it's going down. Like I might lose my shit, and I would every time, every time. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, they had the recipe just right to get me to want to lose my shit every time we played with them. Oh man, I'm drawing a this is terrible. I asked you if I should have anything prepared. I
Yeah,
asked you.
I know. I
I
should
said
have said
a
a
couple days
few of
ago. I said
these.
a couple days ago. I was like, "Hey, should I have anything prepared?" I
I
should.
thought you were gonna ask me for like links, and I was like, I pretty much know where all your links are. So
Yeah,
I
because
thought
I
that's what
post on
you
them
were
all at
going to.
nauseum. Yeah, I know.
But
Uh,
yeah, okay. So everyone, if you want to see Cry Havoc play, they are playing this weekend at Scottish Dave's in Clinton, Connecticut, at 6 o'clock on November 8th. They're not playing at 6, but the show starts at 6. It's
but you should
also
come at 6
a.
so you can see all the bands
That's true.
play.
There
You should
are
come at 6 and
quite a
stay to
few
the
bands
end
playing.
and watch all the bands because it's going to be awesome and it's a food drive. It's a good cause. You should be there. It's
Yeah,
going to
so
be fun.
bring some non-perishables. It's for
Yes.
a great cause. It's all volunteer based. Um, the pantry, and it'll be Nikki Solo and Part of the Problem and the Cumrats and Slime and the Family Stone, and of course you, Cry Havoc, will be there, and Snorris
And
Rising.
Sonoris
Don't
Rising will
forget
be there
about
too.
myself. But yeah, it's been great to have you on the show,
No, thank you
and
for having me.
thank you for a really fun interview, and it's always great talking to you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday.
As am I. It's going to be a blast. Thank you for having me. If you want to have me back for a part two, I don't know, listen,
Oh,
if you're a masochist
absolutely.
or something like that, just let me know. Um, One last thing though, I do want to say, just we about the show on Saturday. We're super excited to be playing it. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a part of it, not just for the show, but because it's a food drive. It's people actively doing something positive, like proactively doing something positive, which is always good to see. And with the exception of Sonora's Rising, we haven't played with any of the other bands on the show. So we are even we're
Ooh.
yeah, we're really stoked because we get to see new bands and meet new people and stuff.